Apparently Boaster said that might be a thing because of his comfort. But he looked very comfortable on Icebox when I watched it. So
seems pretty standard. Boaster on the Astra.
Okay, both on Astra. So C is incredibly weak on both of these teams. Like C is a nightmare to hold for both of these teams at the moment.
Of course, I guess that for Fnatic it makes a lot of sense to just stick to basics.
So how you kind of want to play against an Astra a lot of the time is you want to do a lot of early, like my general game plan. I don't mind giving it away because hopefully when I'm back there's a lot more agents in the game. My general game plan for when you play Astra is you want to do a lot of A main pressure on attack. You want them to feel like the Astra has to use a star and then a star in terms of like a smoke for A main and then a suck. Right, you want to get that out, and then within the first 10 seconds you've made him use half his stars. Then you take garage control, then eventually just abuse over towards C because it's a nightmare. So it's pretty simple. You early fake A, you create pressure to garage, middle, hope they use another smoke, then he only has one star for C, and then you can just spam C all the time. It can be pretty rough to play against, but you're not always ensured that they're going to do a double star over towards A. So
not just it might be the surprise of the tournament of the day, rather of the week, but of the entire season. And that's the thing.
It's hard to beat. It is hard.
Why is C hard to hold with an Astra? Most teams will hold C with an Astra. That's the thing. The Astra has to hold somewhere, and normally that's where they put the actual Astra, and that's the only smokes that you have to do across the map. So when you do map control everywhere, you're out of smokes, and a lot of the time the only way an Astra is successfully going to hold C is if he has two selfish stars. And if you're working around the map and you lose a lot of stars, it can be a bit of a nightmare. Omen's good because you can just use the Omen flash, right? And it's like the best comp to stop the initial hit. In terms of Astra, there's nothing that really stops you from doing your set hit. Even sometimes the Astra suck, you can dash past, so we'll keep an eye on it. Okay, BBL on attack, Fnatic on defense, turret out for middle, just straight up info. Over towards B as well, nice observing. We saw a shock dart to try and get the alarm bot. As we can see, the alarm bot was in garage, but did it just get... Did they just use double shock dart? It just got broken. They used shock dart here and shock dart for garage.
A little bit of control. It could be Cutie going for a lurk, going for a pick. Either way, he's been spotted. There's the fight with Durka. He's already
so that's really nice so far from BBL.
It's like an op in this man's hands.
Okay, they create pressure over towards A. They've created pressure over towards here and here. So at the moment, they feel like it's a 2-1-2. They've done pretty well, and they can just hit over towards C. You're going to see a lot of C hits during this game. This is nice, though. They have they put the Astra over towards A, and they have the breach here. So this is one of the best things to do on this.
Well, the pace is up on the site, but just look at Cutie.
Nice Astra suck as well. Oh, look at the damage. Nice round from Fnatic.
Cutie's about to have them all, but they've turned at just the right moment. Leo, Spidey senses started to tingle.
Okay, Fnatic one step ahead. A lot of what I talk about is common knowledge to a lot of pro players, especially Boaster. He thinks a lot about the game, so he decides with the pistol to have Astra over towards here, and we have Killjoy and Breach over towards C. So they're trying to make sure that they can hold C heavy at the beginning, and then maybe they fall back into the normal default. So big fan of that. Very nice hold from them.
Sort of messed up the timing of everything wrapping around. If you have the full team in and then that wrap around, it's probably perfect. Instead, he basically had to kill the entirety of the side. I think also just the majority getting pinged as well within the smoke. That's a round where you just look at that and go, okay, you nailed your utility.
Oh, absolutely. And a good round from Kamek holding it down. He was managing to find some wall bank shots as well on the Ghost. Passive play around that C site, and well, they did well, even despite rotating one player over to A, falling for a quasi-fake.
Okay, insta garage take, bit of damage, recon goes out here.
Making their way up through A long.
Nothing else.
Looking to get in behind them quite early. And that space taken, the space denied inside of mid. Now the
Chat, don't get so triggered by someone calling it bad, it's fine.
Through A, and that pretty much ends the round where it is. One kill. Anything else would be great, but it won't be found.
Okay.
Last time around on the previous map, they did a lot of damage.
Nicely handled. So, in the way that they buy here, So,
It was the
okay,
main
we actually saw what I was
rifles that were
talking
kept
about
in.
earlier in
Dirk
terms
bringing
of
farming up
Fnatic's
spec
protocols,
draws as
right?
well, which will help them going forward.
BBL
So
didn't
this is
get
a
the
much more
plant down,
dangerous
and so they
round
felt more
for
freely
the
to
side of
buy the
BBL.
rifles
Not
itself.
looking
Again,
like
when
an
they go
easy
play up
start
against
for
a
them
team like
just
we saw
yet.
on the
No
fast
real
map,
orbs
they
garnered
expect that
either,
they
so
can
in their
heavy
Logitech
buy,
power-up
so
rounds, they're gonna have to,
they get so
well,
many
I guess be a little bit more tentative
they get
with
less
what Fnatic have
pistols
to offer.
and they
Look
buy
at how
more
much
like
cash they're
bulldogs.
saving.
In this
Preps
one,
on
they
Fnatic
didn't
looking
plant, so
healthy
they
with
have
the light
more.
shield investment. Of course,
They
when
pretty
they're
much
up
do the same
against
approach that they
5
do on attack,
Vandals,
right? 3
you know it's gonna
rifles
be
and
all
then
rifles at least.
two guns that
Feel
they know
pretty
that they can
comfortable. Dirk is
upgrade.
already in their spawn, in through the window on the dash, but he's decided to back off. I
Okay,
think
at least
that
we
was
got the
play supposed
protocols
to
of
catch them off
Fnatic,
guard.
right?
They
I
very
wasn't
much have the
100% sure
information at
because
this
we haven't
stage.
got enough
Time
data,
to bail
but
out.
I think I sussed it.
It's not very nice. Yeah, I like that they have the little sort of backup utility just to allow
What's
them
up,
to
Keeper?
escape.
How we doing?
It looks incredibly risky, but there's definitely a plan at hand. Again, pressure being put in onto that C site. Kamik, in fact, not even going to battle for it. Realizing this time around he doesn't have that same sort of support, and I feel like Leo
Over
almost
towards
picked
C.
that expecting
Who
there
would
to
have
be no one
thought? They
there.
played this round
So it
nicely
doesn't
though.
even
They
get
get C. We
anything
have to
other
see
than
a full
the
retake. In terms of the util, at least breaches everything up. We don't have a dash to get into side though, so it could get a little bit hard. But Leo has a drone and a recon, so they got the util for this one. Nice damage. How the hell has he got 2 there? There was 3 people waiting for him and he managed to kill 2.
Well worthwhile trade.
The big thing about this is Boaster's still alive, so
what do they have
we're going to see a
even
bit of a
make this
spam
possible?
fest.
You have one single smoke there, but the shock darts are on their way.
Nice
and that is gonna
util.
deal with Boaster
Nice
this
util on
time.
this one.
Everyone else falling. Very nicely handled by BBL, and only losing the 1 player for what was
Kushner was really important. The fact that he
Well,
killed
that's
2
the thing.
actually
It was
kind of
basically
changed
the
this
rest
round
of
up
the
a
team
lot, I
sat
think,
in
in my
their
opinion.
post-plant and
An extra
still having
person to
shock
create chaos
darts,
once they were
stuns,
defusing might
pulls
have
to
changed this one up.
basically remove people from the spike, and then Kushner, it's the role you want him in. You go, your job, and he goes, yeah, your job, okay, is to push and kill them, and Kushner goes,
Yeah, for sure, Dylan.
that's my favorite.
I love that job.
That's what I love to do. He even just waits a little bit of time off the aftershock.
I mean, being a
that
sixth is
enough for me
weird,
to go, okay,
for
that's a
sure.
player that
Like,
knows
keep
his
us in
time.
chat. He can
Most
probably
people swing and instantly
talk
get
about that
headshot.
as well,
He
but
was patient.
it's definitely a weird role. Kind of have to learn everyone's role,
Certainly been something
and
to take away from the
you might
games.
never be
Overall,
used.
BBL was their patience
And that's if you're like a
unbelievable
sub
seeing that
6th.
previous map.
Obviously,
Honestly, how
6th
much
man
more
roster itself,
they've got
where
left
it's
in
like
the
map
tank.
dependent.
That round
It's
before,
different
very good,
approaches,
but now,
but
you know, one of the main things we highlighted on the previous map is a changing point. That operator in the hands of Dirk. It's on the other side of the map, though. Okay. Instead, it's Kamik.
I mean,
with a
yeah,
stinger.
there's
The
kind of like
cheapest
3
weapon by
different
far
roles
that
at the
they have
moment
to
for
work with,
6th, but
and
we'll
it
talk
has
about that
done
in a
work.
bit because this is a
And it's
huge
already
buy
Kushner
round.
as well. That makes this entry into the site. The
And they
flash
go
dash
over
not really
towards C
available.
again.
Again,
So
though, Fnatic have somewhat given them that
a
space
lot
for
of
free.
C.
Don't have any
The
ultimates
good
to find a way
thing
back in
for
with the shock
Fnatic
darts,
this
but
time
it's gonna
is
cause them issues.
they managed to
didn't
kill. Oh my god, they're
expect
doing
it.
so
He
much damage.
moved into
He does
the
a
other
shock
spot.
close. He
Oh,
knows
it
that the
must be a
normal reaction is to
nightmare
go
playing
to here, and he
against
does
Leo,
it deep.
genuinely.
A shock. That's
So close to
disgusting.
taking him down as well. The old shock darts would have had him gone in a heartbeat. Nice angle for Brave. He's running back, making all that noise. This is such a huge bait. If you're Boaster, you know that guy's back towards the site now. Why do you even check the corner on the way through? And well, you better hope he does. Or
Okay, Boaster has good timing here.
Actually, the other player is left.
Boaster has
Boaster's got
insane
perfect
timing
on the
here.
lurk. They don't think he's here. He's got a
Oh, he only
chance.
got 1? I thought.
Durka and
Oh, okay,
Boaster
Devil
left.
put
They
someone
know
else got that kill that I
exactly
thought he was
where
gonna
Turco
get.
is. All they have to do is win the fight.
Damn,
and the
nicely done
off
from
is
Fnatic.
straight
Really
in on
well
the
handled.
angle.
Leo did good
Very
damage.
well handled by Fnatic in the
Boaster
timing.
played
I
really
thought
well
Boaster
taking
was
his
dead
time
to
with this
rights,
one.
but
Someone got a
patience
kill that
paid
I
off.
didn't expect
Yeah,
him to get
that
on
seems to
site
be
as well.
the
I can't remember who it was,
sort of
but
word on our lips
either
quite
way, that was
often in
nice.
this series.
BBL have a lot of money, so
Basically
they don't need to
waiting
worry.
for the remaining players to
Maybe
move.
one person's gonna
Careful that there wasn't going to be
buy,
anyone left behind,
light
'cause if
armor.
he gets caught there, it comes down to a 1v1 with Durka and an operator. That's a very, very different scenario to try and come back from. They're going to get themselves that 3-1 lead, and financially, it's actually still not bad for BBL. They managed to keep that last one squeaky clean, and again, they're getting towards some of those ultimates being online. And maybe there's a chance for them to sort of sneak their way through this round.
Well, BBL actually stacking up very early on A. This is going to be heavy
Okay,
aggression.
early
But they've
A
left
pressure.
Players still out.
Holy hell. They did not expect
They were
that. Maybe
wanting to
that
leave
doesn't
their
happen in
options
their
open.
practice.
Those
So
options just got
they use the
closed
same
up a
default
little
that I
bit.
used to use
From
with
Durka,
Killjoy,
dashing on out of
with a
there as
similar
well.
comp with
No
this, where
chance
you
to
put
turn
a
it. It's
molly
just
over
annoying
towards here.
because
But
they
the thing
knew
you
he
have
would
to
try
know
and
is
do
once you
that.
do
They
this
had
molly as a
Nano
default,
Sword
is you
thrown
can
down.
disrespect
He
it
just
like
runs
this.
all the way through,
So
holds the
although you're
angle,
going to
and dashes
absolutely
back through it
stack up a
again.
lot of
He's
damage
ended up
taken,
on HP.
Sometimes you gotta be aware of that.
Just going straight through into the back of sight.
Huge
He's gonna get
kill.
executed for it.
Oh.
Well, finally,
Whoa, he got another
to
one.
get two back.
Okay, do
This
they?
was looking like a really rough round for them, but He thinks that Leo's within the smoke, and instead, he's still sat back on site. He's going to get pinched, though, and doesn't manage to get anything more. Luckily,
Huge
the
kill from
Boaster.
Boaster.
Thick and fast, leaving Turco to try and fight. This both players stunned, but
Nice kill from both of them. Huge kill from both of them, really.
Hey, they got the one tap
Good
out,
round. I mean,
there's two of
honestly,
them
this
as
was a
well, so
nice
it's
round
so
from
much
everyone
of a
here.
harder fight to
BBL
take.
didn't do much wrong into this
4-1.
one. The spacing was
Saved over in the hands
pretty
of
good. The
Durka.
pathing made a
Ultimate's
lot of
coming
sense.
online,
The
but when I look
exec
at
was good.
BBL side,
But yeah,
this
just
is
Durka did
a round
Durka
where
things,
I'm
and
not even
Boaster
sure if they're gonna
and
use
Kamek hit
Fusioners.
the
Ulti,
important
I
kills.
feel like you do just pop the Blade Storm. A lot of ults are coming online for them. I think like
Nice.
it's not unrealistic to
Nicely
imagine
done
having this
from
item coming out of this
Fnatic
round.
as well.
So if
Just
I'm
kind of
assuming
looking
that
at
he's gonna be
BBL's
popping Blade
default
Storm,
in terms of
that
their
is
A
literally
default
their-
and just looking at
their
how they
hope
can
for the
punish
round.
it.
Attack side
Right,
with
they
these
see
shares,
the
very, very
molly
difficult
over
to find
towards
value.
short, and they realize that they never even think that anyone's gonna punish it. They heavy focus over towards long, so they just tank it, and they know they're gonna get a free kill for it. So nice, nice anteing, working out how they can punish the normal default from BBL.
I think Leo might just have had that shock dart ready for
You hope
Turco's
Imi's
stun
watching?
for where he was
Dude,
starting from.
Imi's gonna be
Like, it was
prepping.
outside of EMEA, whether it was
Imi's
just the
working
catch players
overtime.
outside EMEA or
Nice
not, I'm
shot.
not sure.
That's a gun to
Catch
pick up.
players
This one
outside
might
of C
be
main, and that's
doable. They go over
Brave's
towards B,
game.
they tap
Top
it, but
one,
would that kill the
grabbed the
Gordos
rifle,
back?
Hunter's Fury
That
fired
does.
out,
Tapping the
desperately
spike there.
trying to
Oh
find
my goodness.
anything. The op for Durka, sure, it finds one, but these are pistols here. Now they've got space.
Oh my
they've
god.
got Durka!
What the hell
Beauty
is going
just
on?
delivering again and again.
Okay, he goes forward, he picks up the op. This one's crazy. The 3v4, so they decide to use the ult into this one. This has gone crazy,
this one very
dude.
interesting indeed. I think he actually moved off the back of his own teammates.
This one was fast.
Oh no, sorry, Hunter's
This one was
Fury
real
even.
fast.
And that gave enough.
Yeah,
of
it's
a
hard to keep up
disruption.
with.
Again, these shock darts just doing filthy amounts of
Boaster,
damage.
how the
through
hell have
smoke has
you
managed to
got
even
that
it up.
kill?
It's still looking pretty good for Fnatic. As again, it gets
Smoker is
equalized,
down
but
though,
still,
so
this spike is ticking.
yeah.
It sure is. The time
Keep
is
an eye on
low.
the garage
flank
luck
is
as
great.
well.
Brave might
That's
have
the
an
smoke
angle.
gone,
They need to make
so-
sure it's not being diffused
Well,
right
it's
here
not
and now.
planted
That
for them
flash
properly.
good. Cutie under pressure, and the swing catches him off. Oh, no! Brave! That could have been the round in
Brave.
their hands. A simple whiff.
Oh,
and it
it
cost
Oh
them
boy,
everything.
okay,
5-1.
Brave really just needed to hit it. That was going to be the round there. That was going to be the
Leo
round
is.
there. Brave had some hero plays on the scent, not so much on this map.
That's the unfortunate thing for BBL. And we mentioned this in the last map. They were winning all
It's
of the points. Like,
impactful, but
everything
it's
was
not
going their way in
crazy
terms of these last
impactful.
second
Like,
rounds,
obviously,
1v2 that
they
came
would
out
like
from
the rounds,
Cutie
but
with the
at least it
Blade
doesn't
Storm.
force
Like,
them
these are all
down to
moments that
eco.
Maybe
So
they
there's
should have
that.
lost. This is
But
one
yeah,
they
he should be getting this kill.
In that sort of
Ah,
scenario,
yeah, he should be
getting
getting that
into
kill.
that 2 versus 2, both passive, the time ticking, and Brave knows it. 5-1 advantage now.
But he also
for Fnatic.
won pretty much the most important
Still 85
round on
HP as well.
Ascent, so
That's the thing.
yeah, you win some, you lose some.
That is gooding if you're the player on the other side, but
Here.
got to power through it. Up on Durka, it's been so dangerous, and he spotted a lot of targets here. I mean, even the utility going down, there's shock darts to force him out of the corner.
Oh my
and
god.
he missed. Now down to 17 HP, even dashing out of there isn't going to be for free. Not going to be a guaranteed survival.
Oh my
and a
god.
shock dart landed before Cutie
This was
did.
nice as well. How the
5
hell has
versus
Kushner
3.
won that kill
BBL
over
back
towards
with a
Leo?
vengeance
How did
and
they win
taking
all
every
3 of
single
these
duel.
one-on-ones? Okay, let's see what Boaster can do. They might not expect him to
Now,
have rotated and
Boaster,
been
the
here this
only one that
fast.
remains, and
Okay,
even
fully
with
on
a
it.
cheeky angle in the smoke, it's not going to be anything.
Nice rounds.
Kamek left
Dude,
with a lockdown and
I
a
really want to
rifle
see
be held,
this duel,
especially
chat.
with both
This
for
duel
so
looked
long.
mad. I don't know how he
It's
beat
actually
Leo here.
imperative that he manages to keep that into the next.
I don't know how he
Really?
got that
Looking at some
one.
of these rounds from BBL, you get 2 different faces of the team, you know? And in that previous round, sure, there's a couple
BBL
whiff
legit
shots,
just
everything
winning
like
duels.
that.
Oh, trust me,
you know,
they've
no
had
pause. They come
they've
in,
had
they
2
just
to
roll it
3
back,
years
run
of
it
just
back, and
pracking it.
well, the straight
Wait,
up A
no
works.
joking. Like
I don't expect we're gonna see
I
that
hope
again
no one
and
takes
again.
this as a
You know,
flame because
Durka
this is
missing
just
the
the
opening
truth.
shot on the
But for the
operator
first
after
year
they
and a
had the
half,
player
when you
stuck in the
practice
corner,
Turkish
shock
teams,
darted them in.
they wouldn't
That
really
isn't gonna
use their
happen every
util
single
right,
time.
and
The
they
key
would
thing is
just
when it does
swing
happen, and every
everything.
time it has
So for the
happened,
first
even
year and
looking
a
back at
half,
Ascent,
they
when
would
those
just
mistakes are made,
take in angels
Kushner
non-stop.
punishes every single time. It is the consistency that he's showing.
Cupid
here,
says 2 years.
beyond
Yeah,
impressive.
maybe an extra bit on top of that. Maybe I was being too nice.
It's a round that Fnatic definitely.
But it was
won't
also
wanna
kind of
forget.
good practice.
But that's the thing
It was
I
also
like
kind of
about
good
BBL.
practice
I feel like
for
they
at least
have this in their locker
at least
to go for
going
some
up against a team that is in theory
earlier
disrespecting
on,
you.
and then just go for these all-out firefights. Like, go aggressive, get up in your opponent's faces, put them under pressure.
Yeah, they just
That
got
was
the
how they worked
mechanics.
in the
Damn,
other
okay, that
parts
was
in
the
last
Joel.
map. Was,
He's
okay,
pretty
we're in a
fast.
scenario where they're gonna basically crunch in on us. Let's push them. let's fight them. Let's get the fists out and basically just obliterate them.
I don't know how I
while
say
they
your
have
name
a good
actually.
setup. 'Cause that's the thing again, Fnatic's setup
Roquaz.
was a
Either
good
way,
one. They had the right
I'll give you the
right
answer. It's
bases.
money.
I think another shock dart from Leo that did like nearly 100 damage was hitting a couple of players. So.
Oh,
And again, they're putting the pressure on Durka. They're trying
They
to
didn't
make
want
him
to pay a
crumble.
buyout.
In fact,
Oh, nice.
Fnatic have thrown out a rolling thunder.
Oh my god, this round is
Counter comes in on the other
crazy.
side, but he's still surviving within
How the
it.
hell is he still alive?
Just diving around his
How the
own
hell is he
smoke,
still alive?
somehow
Oh
still
my
alive.
god.
And
They
eventually
managed to get on
falls
top
the
of this,
tracer
and
coming
they
in thick
did.
and fast.
That was
Fnatic this
crazy.
time, you're seeing the other side of the coin.
Turco.
Oversight as
I mean,
well. Your
it was
breach
double
still
breach,
being
all
here.
right?
The rolling thunder was used. You know he's
Everyone
gonna
was
be
to
in the
stun,
AO, and
basically.
They spot one player out on long. Maybe assume that
Oh,
both are
sorry,
gonna
you
be
can
fighting
answer if you
that
want.
angle.
Keep
Either
it.
way, caught off guard on short. That's another man lost. And BBL.
Because you don't
2
like
versus
anyone?
4, low
Okay,
HP
yeah,
on
that's a better
Suchini-
answer.
Suchini. And these guys, they've spotted them. You know, this all
That's the answer
information here to
everyone
play
wanted
with
to
for
hear.
Fnatic. If you're BBL, it has to be a god tier performance coming out of probably Aslan. Like, he's got a lockdown, but you're also not going to be looking to use that in these sort of scenarios. At least I don't imagine you would.
No, unless it gets later into the round, or maybe they manage to find a pick.
Okay,
The problem
Fnatic have
is
got too
they're
much
slowly
space
being
on this.
surrounded.
This
Players have
is
managed to
just
get in on the
pretty
flank,
much done.
avoid the
Recon
turret
goes
sits
in, no
back.
time on a
So they're
plant,
still
person from long is going to get the
completely unaware
kill.
or getting in on the flank. It doesn't matter. If these players continue to
Where are
push,
these players
they have
from long?
absolutely no idea. And Leo is just selling a perfect bait. The shot darts didn't even matter at that point.
Okay, Aslan has a
at least
small
turns it
chance,
into a 1 versus
60
2, but I don't even
HP.
think he knows that there's 2 players on the same angle. What? How does he manage to get both?
What
Fnatic played that to
the hell is
perfection.
that?
That is ridiculous.
They did everything by the book. Every step of the way, it looked like they were in control, just seconds away from closing it. A shock dart came close to putting it into a 1v4.
No way.
And for Aslan, to step up like
Oh
that,
my
a
God.
firing squad waiting for him, and he just needs 2 bullets.
Oh my god.
Unbelievable. BBL, that is a lifeline. You know, Fnatic
He-
could have went running away with this. Instead, we're back to a very close scoreline with Fnatic on a low buy.
That was
He
that was
kept-
insane.
So in my mind, he did
He
not
didn't know. No,
that
no,
they
no,
were
no
both
way.
That was an insane
I was
4v2.
just pure
and he did
reaction
it
from
all.
Aslan.
Do you know that's probably the one time if they don't play it together, they win? If
Yeah.
one guy baits on long, he's going to be like, oh, the other guy's in spawn, probably, I guess.
Take flight.
So unfortunate if you're Fnatic. At least this isn't happening when they're already down as bad as they were on the previous map. This is workable, functional.
Chat
Push
it
into
forces them
North Sea.
down
There's
to a
4
low
players
buy.
here.
That's
BBL has
crazy.
No idea
It's
of the
so
presence that
impactful.
exists on the other side of that smoke.
This should be pretty hard though. They have there's 3 people behind.
Being a
They
bit more
flash in.
patient. A quick
Nice
trade,
trades.
not
They
a
need to
bad
go through
one
the
again.
smoke to
Fnatic
protect the
keeping this one
gun.
relatively
They're not going to
even
expect
with a
2 more
few
people. They're
weaker
going to have a
weapons.
nightmare.
Not a bad spot to be in. Chronicle just spamming
Really
away with
nicely
the Guardian
done.
has managed to find a multi-frag.
Not
and
again.
They need a hero. They need Aslan
Ah, he's
to
done.
find everything he can. The flank's still coming through again. They're split. He expects it,
My
but
God,
doesn't manage to land the
he's all
shots
over
this
them.
time. Just looking for Durka. He can't quite
Literally
win it
in the
out.
matrix. He knows everything that's going on.
Unfortunate for BBL, they walk
Okay, nicely done from
directly into the
Fnatic.
trap.
They're
We've seen it again and
getting a
again
lot
there,
better,
Fnatic.
realizing a lot of the
You
game
know,
plan
the
is
round before
revolved
they had
around
played
C,
to
or at least
win.
it
They
was
played
until
it
this
right,
timeout.
they
Maybe
lost it, and
maybe
you
they're
see
kind of
the
going to
same
mix it up a bit more
level
now.
of respect
Yeah,
given
really
to
good
their
kind of
opponents
stack
here.
with the light
The
armor again.
reveal, the
Good
spams coming out,
information
but
from
more importantly,
Durka,
it's in
allowing
that
this as
2v1.
well. So
Neither of those
yeah, I
players
like
is
this
looking
round.
to overextend and give him that chance to fight. Even Durka, he has his teammate ready to swing on the corner once that fight goes down. It's a near impossible scenario. But Aslan got away with one in just the previous
6 on
round,
Haven?
so
Yeah, they're doing
I'm
good.
Sure it's not comfortable to see that.
They're
coming
doing good
through.
for sure.
A timeout for BBL as they gather themselves. This half, look, it could still get out of hand. 6-3, we're in the home stretch of their attacking side. But if they don't get anything from this point, this map becomes almost impossible when they swap over. Again, Fnatic, when they move to that attack side, I'm expecting it to be a tough battle for BBL.
Oh yeah.
It
They're
depends on
fierce
com,
attack side.
really.
I think they've got some of the best supportive
It's
players, and then
relatively
you have Durka
even.
as the tip of the spear. Like you expect them to get the majority of their rounds over on that attacking side. So this is already starting to get a bit out of control. I think also the thing for BBL is that a lot of their rounds do come across as
Like the most average half
where
you're
you've got
expecting
that
is like a
long
7-5
round
on
where
attack. I
basically
guess
everybody's just
it's
fighting
slightly
and they win
attack
the
sided,
duels,
but
they manage to
I don't know.
catch
If you have a
out
good
Durka,
understanding and
then
your retakes
they
are
try
good,
the same thing again, it doesn't work.
it can
Then
be
you have
pretty
the round
defense
where
sided, but
basically Fnatic
it's one of the
look like
maps
they
that
could've
takes
won
the
it.
most
It comes
time
down to
because
1v2
first of all,
clutch.
it
Aslan
probably
wins it for
has
them.
more
These are not
understanding.
rounds
Like you have
that
to
are
have more
necessarily
understanding on this map,
recreatable,
and you have to
losing that
practice a
last
lot of your
one,
retakes.
well, it puts
So
their
in terms of time
finances
putting in,
an
it's
awkward spot.
Yeah, it definitely does. I think helped out by the fact that you have
there's a
blade
lot
storm
more stuff
here,
that on this that you have
well,
to fully
I mean,
practice.
taking a look, and they've still bought up full rifles, playing the light shields on Kushner, who's been consistent with the
Okay.
Storm in hand, ult cycle probably allows it to be used here as well. So
In terms of
curious
this
to
now,
see what
it's
his
an
plans
important
are
round,
for
so
the
that's why they've timed out, right? They can't buy after
Fully
this one,
in
so
on the investment. Fnatic certainly
important
looking a lot
round.
healthier.
They're still going
Early plan
towards
here seems
C,
to be pressure
and this
around
time
mid,
it's
and,
a lot
quite a lot of
faster.
information
So
being
they
sought out
realized
by
when
Fnatic
Durka
in
was
just
on the
those first
flank
couple of
here
seconds.
that they got too much
The thing is, the
information
way
over
they play
towards
as well
A, and they're
is
still
the
confident in their
majority
C
get into an
plan
alpha
to
plant,
spam
and then
C.
Kushner
They
makes
just
play
don't
through
give them.
gaps. They've
They
done
just
this
don't want to give
before,
them enough
and he's
time
managed to
for
find
Durka
quite a
to
bit
get
of
this
space.
information
I
that
think
we're
also
seeing
the
right here
lockdown has
and make
been
sure they
used
stack the
very
back of the
early
site.
on
So
either
the
side.
timeout was literally
This won't
just
allow them to get
let's
back
speed
in.
it up.
Hunter's Fury
They heard
being
the flank.
utilized as
They know
well,
about the
and
flank
Kushner,
now.
There is that move
That's
through
a
the
crazy
garage,
duel, but
and they just
he's
about
won it.
destroy the lockdown before anything can be done by Fnatic. A huge early victory for the side of BBL.
Yeah, good having the Hunter's Fury in the back pocket for that duel. Cutie, good fight for him, but Boaster a little bit too clean. Shouldn't have been expecting a player to be quite that elevated. It didn't matter
Nice
when
shots.
it came
Look
down
at
to
these
the
shots
duels.
that are going in
Turco,
here. Look at
even
this.
through
Like,
the
what is
smoke.
that?
Tapping away.
See his reaction.
Saving BBL's
Oh my
bacon
god,
there
he
on
knows he
4
hit some
rounds
crazy
now.
shots.
Creeping up on the
This was
Fnatic
nice
side.
from BBL. I liked it as well. Good, like the coach did well here. Just to see, you know, when Aslan was in this 1-on-4, and he must have realized, sorry, when Aslan was in the 1-on-2, and then he looked behind and saw Durka here. Basically, the coach looked and was like, wait, they had 4 people here really early on, and when they had 1 behind really early on, like they're getting information towards A. Instead of fighting him, let's just go fast. Still thinks the weak spot is over towards C. Just go really fast. And then I like this plan as well. Now they're going to try and defend C a lot harder than they go over towards A fast. It's good. And it looks like they might be keeping up this pace that the coach talked about. They know they're being proactive, they know they're getting a lot of info, and they wanted to speed it up, make sure they can't stack the sites that Fnatic like to do. Basically, don't give Boaster a chance to have good calling.
Leaving their turret and their alarm bot to cover their back. This is going to be an all-out aggressive play towards A. Rolling Thunder in play for Chronicle. Could get a little
As
bit
we can see,
dangerous
though,
if this is put into
the
play.
delay's
You're
been
already
too good. The
noticing
rotate's
Breeze
almost
rotating
here,
in.
but again, I
He's
think
now
the
in
coach's
spawn.
word of speeding it up has
Grinding
worked.
that ultimate in DRC,
5 to
both
10
his
different,
hands out,
like
he
if this
starts
was
to
5
cook
to
it.
10
There
seconds
it is.
later, it
A
might not
big
be a
problem
thing.
now for
They
the
used the
players that are
ult
on
into this
site.
who's this under
Some have
heaven.
managed
Has
to
to go
evade it
huge.
down below. Turco
Oh my god,
hadn't
okay, he's
been
going to
able
get
to
killed
be
because
taken
he's util
out.
out.
He needs support, and that's Cutie rushing through the Cosmic Divide, but Kamek is finding
Oh,
all the
this one's
kills.
crazy.
Cutie's now known to be in the corner, has to use his dash
This
to get
one's
out of there.
so crazy. They
Burning
went for
up
the
that
fast
dash
retake.
leaves him now
No
with
plant
practically
down.
nothing
I think the
to
person
work
under
with.
heaven
He is
just
a man
really
with
needed to
legs
keep
and a
their
gun.
gun out.
Needs to take down 2 players.
Really needs to keep their gun out, so yeah.
Oh, there's
Oh
one.
my god,
And a
not like
4th
this.
kill now possible, just around the corner, a pixel away. And the baiting of the plant just not going to pull him out yet. The patience from Boaster. But when he takes that fight, he needs to hit it right away. Did he spot it? There it is. Someone
He
called
didn't
it
see
for
it, but his
Someone
teammates called
screamed
it.
it out in team comms. He was on your screen a second ago. He knows. Bladestorm popped. He's going for it.
Oh,
Boaster wins. A
Boasties.
frenzy in hand.
Okay,
and a 7th round
Boasties,
in his
big
pocket.
one. Good score so far. If they can manage to get 8, it's a crazy score.
That's for sure.
Nice instant decision, right? They didn't manage to get over towards the site, like we said, in terms of them flooding. Sorry, in terms of them stacking the sites. But they were all there at the right time. So even though they have the lower guns, there were so many people there. The call from Boaster, or maybe Chronicle, not entirely sure, was just use the ult and just flood into the site, and it was really good. In terms of who could have won this for BBL, the dude under, was it Taco?
Fnatic, while this back and forth continues, as they'll
Yeah,
get another
Taco.
round onto the
Taco
board.
could have won this. He's just unlucky. He didn't realize how many people were flooding with the
BBL
ult.
up for 5
Just wanted
half.
to
Check in
full
with ultis,
delay,
and we're
but
gonna
kind of
see
missed the
Leo's
timing.
1 orb away.
The protocol that they have in BBL and why he wanted to do that was he gets underpass, right? Sorry, his priority is to get here and to use all his util to stop them from getting out. But yeah, kind of missed the window. So, but that's why his train of thought was to get the util out, right? Because it's just drilled into him that his job is to use his util to stop them from coming out.
But last round they came blitzing down C long. You've seen a lot more commitment from BBL to watching that angle, playing the full default. There it is. Just a dry swing out of Durka.
Huge run. Really good. Really good half from Fnatic.
To just give him that little bit of space, that little bit of disruption.
They'll do well to lose
To
this.
give Durka an opportunity. And he's stuck around. They might not expect him still to be here. He comes out with 3 kills.
Yeah, nicely done.
No way they were just thinking he would sit around and wait. And well, now, Kushner, 1v4. Good luck.
1 jet down, 1 to go. Kushner falls at the hands of Chronicle. 4
Very good,
rounds
huh?
for BBL on their attack side. A fantastic first map out of this Turkish squad, but certainly stalling out a bit here. That said, this is Fnatic's map pick. They came in, they won the pistol round to start out this half as well. So walking out with 8, it's not a terrible surprise. I just worry about BBL on this defensive side. I think Fnatic having the ability to play their map pick, their attack side, set the pace themselves, and unleash Durka on these guys.
Nah, I'll miss the
Plus,
first
you gotta
map.
say,
I'm
Kamek,
sticking with all the
he's
EMEA stuff.
doing damn well as a stand-in.
For sure.
I don't know what it is about this
I
team,
think,
but they always get the best stand-ins.
And again, I love everyone on G2.
Yeah, there we
Got a
go.
lot of friends in
There we go.
G2. Love me, love the coach, but I think they're gonna get wrecked. The double map ban, it's too much, man. It's too much against that
every other
team.
organization just sits there and going, their sixth man is better than most
No,
of
I'm
our
telling
players.
you, just hack his Google Drive. That's all you need to do, and he's done.
I wonder what else you might find in there.
Yeah, MAT get
I
2
just
map
wanna say
bans,
Mini
and
is on
I know for a fact that G2 are not good on the 2 maps that we're going to see. I hate their fracture, and they've been perma-banning Pearl all the time. So, yeah, it's going to be a nightmare for them. If they win, if they win, they pulled out some kind of miracle, like straight up.
Period for him when you're moving into roles that you're just not used to playing, you haven't got the experience on, and you
Like
look
if they win, Shazam and Imi need to demand double pay, because somehow they turned everything around within 24 hours on those 2 maps.
Right home about.
Like Scream.
Yeah, exactly like Scream. Even Mixwell.
Small chance for a reverse sweep, sure, but I'm not fully believing in it. So yeah, I'm going to stick with the EMEA one thing. I think it could be a lot closer.
Sort of picking up these different roles, trying different things to fit into the structures of these coaches that are being brought into play. So I think it is an adaptation period for many different teams. For Fnatic, maybe less so than others. I would say that maybe you've got Kamek trying to adapt to being in that sort of tier 1 setting, but other than that, these
Do I think it would work well with Shazam? I mean, probably. I like Shazam. I get on with him a lot.
It's sort of can BBL weather the storm, because that's the thing. It's like
I know he gets a lot of hate. I think he's a good IGL. I think he's really good.
The rounds they won in this first half, they were explosive rounds. Like a lot of them weren't
everyone to do what Sentinels did, even though the game was early and like maybe some of the other teams weren't the best at the time, to do what Shazam did without a coach is very impressive. So
that's something you can't consistently do. Now going into the defense, you know Fnatic are going to have that. You know that's in their back pocket every single time. So are you able to disrupt what they're about to do?
Well, that's exactly it. We'll see who goes on the back foot first.
Oh, yeah, I like that. They changed it up a little bit.
This one here would give them
He's got a lot of little plays. I like it.
Fake on B, but here it is, and a frenzy up that close.
This is nice. One pass and fake over towards this with the Astra, and then they just walk contact with 4 people. This is a cool pistol.
They threw Durka into that B site. It seemed like an aggressive push early on. And in the meantime, the rest of the team are all just walking down sewers. That was a nasty surprise for Brave, an afterplant. And the worst thing is, Durka is still in mid.
Durka just waiting over towards middle. He knows the alarm bot's there, so he's kind of waiting for the Killjoy to die, and then he goes. Okay, so he's just triggering that. He's gonna die.
Look at Zucchini. He's got him.
Yeah.
Hello, knife out. Easy as they come. Maybe a late flank for him, or he'll be blitz and knife out up to his teammates in spawn. They can take their time now.
Yeah, I was going to say, do they feel like they have to take a little bit of map control, or are they confident?
It's
a good retake so far. It's a great retake so far. The util's been unreal.
And it's only Leo on full HP.
Can the frenzies get close?
Damage could be delivered, but yeah, Frenzy needs to do work. He's the last man standing, but the spike is going off. I think it's so close.
It's not there. Oh, okay. I didn't think they had it, but actually, damn, nice retake. Okay, the util was sick, especially the Sova util. I thought that one wasn't there. That was impressive.
Just getting that through.
He handled this well.
That turns 9-4, and you have to feel like this would almost be slipping away from them already. They just about
the frenzies did great. 22 HP was all the diff.
Slight opener, those split seconds. I'm off for Fnatic going into this next round. Not going to be much in. Vlad's facial expression is just getting
okay. Fnatic are doing this normal thing where they decide to buy frenzies. Not everyone's bought it this time, so the 2 util people have bought util in terms of 4 stars, all the breach util, and everyone else has got frenzies. So just trying to set up the frenzies for this one.
At least in terms of the weaponry that they're playing with. Although then you consider that it's
in terms of BBL, everyone bought down, so all these kills are important. That is a bulldog that they can keep hold of. No one has armor for it, but
that weapon is just stronger than what you're dealing with.
Uh-oh.
Dear. This is starting to look a little bit dicey. Another gun dropped to the ground. Brave has at least managed to claim
Okay,
some space, and Suchny is gonna
that might have been a lucky
send the
kill
drone through.
for BBL. I know that sounds, sorry, a lucky death for BBL because it's on the killjoy and that's normally the person who goes lurking, so they might not expect there's a second person to be this close. Okay, they get away with a lot here. They found out good info.
And we're going to see the weaponry getting
Boaster switching it over to Chronicle. Not really a HP thing, just more like your Chronicle.
You know, well, that is the difference maker.
Make sure he can survive that extra, quarter of a bullet if it comes his way from a shorty from the other side of the map.
Not Cryptics. What's up, dude? Thank you so much. 4 months in the Slug Club.
Brave, though. They know he fell
Damn,
back.
Brave really made a play here, and it's incredible. Brave really made a play here. That's insane. Nice stun as well to secure this one and keep him alive. What a bold play from him. They thought he was going to fall all the way back. He goes into window and Lake gets information for this. That was cool.
Only the Spectre that they end up conceding. Not going to be the end of the world, or the 2 Spectres, excuse me. Of course, they had a 4 Spectre buy with a Bulldog. A pretty expensive investment, considering what you're bringing into the round.
It was brave indeed, yeah, actually.
In that last fight, as you can see. This round certainly has a lot of question marks around it for me, though, in terms of where BBL decide to invest.
It's getting there. What's the bonus like? It's, I mean, the bonus is pretty bad. It's one of the worst bonuses we've seen for a while in terms of guns, so that doesn't help. What the hell is that?
Unlucky. The spam mainly being used for mid rather than...
They actually lined up with the spam. That's what's so nuts as well. Yeah, all over it. All over it. Good notes from Mini that they like to do this.
As he walked through or something, but they definitely had an idea.
Oh boy, Boasties.
That's a gun into Brave's hand. He's been crisp throughout the game. That is not a gun you want to give away.
Well, Fnatic seem to have the response of just looking to group up and push the site. They still haven't spotted anything moving through C. Their turret and alarm bot were watching for mid. Alarm bot now just behind.
He has no U2 in Heaven. His recon just came up. They have no smoke, so him playing Heaven is gonna not work too well because he kind of wants... What's the plan for this guy in Heaven? He's not gonna get smoked off, so he's not gonna be able to use his recon. He has the worst gun for the duel up here. Okay, Turco gets swapped the hero gun.
And you are dead. It's like, I'd rather him just run around and drag the
angle
for Turco.
What's going on? What's going on? They talked through just so many different ways of doing this.
This is a round we expect them to clean up. He's left blind, but ultimately it is starting to look very easy from Fnatic in these afterplants. A 9th round, nigh on guaranteed.
Okay. Nicely done. Boaster is the only person that died, so he has to rebuy. He has the most money. That's absolutely fine.
Things get more interesting. I'll make the assumption. Oh, actually, I thought we might get an operator. Just
right,
the amount
big round for BBL. If they want to do this comeback, I think it might be on this one here. They're not up against any ults. A few of their ults are pretty close. Let's see. Power up.
No better time for it as well than in the Logitech power up round.
what is this? Is this just for? Is this just for the buy v buys?
Playing close on short.
Is that what it is?
We could have a stun set up here for an early push, and that's exactly what comes through.
They get powered up.
There, the fallback. It's going to clear things up completely, but with the amount of
yeah, trying to work out what triggers it. I think it's that.
Fnatic quickly switch their gaze into
nice bit of info. This is pretty fast. They have 2 people to see. Where's my recon at? Wait, they're not going to have a recon on this as well? Wait, this could be a good hold. Give me Aslan.
Well,
Aslan might be able to own this.
Great flash. That puts so much pressure on the backside player of Brave.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Aslan. If you watch this ever, I'm so sorry. It's my bad.
Is coming into play. BBL, a tough decision ahead of them whether to go for this or not even. They need to find a pick soon.
Yeah, I really thought he was going to be in. I thought he was going to own it. I'm not going to lie to you. I actually really thought it.
Back on the table.
Yeah, 3 different avenues. They're going to clear the flank as well, expecting somebody to be there. Kushner, if he gets the timing right, might have one for free.
This is an insane retake so far, though.
Start going back in the other direction.
Oh, it had some legs. Nice recovery from Kamek.
Again. He's been having some really high
on the block does well.
Necessary ones for Fnatic. And now they're going to hit double digits. And as you said, that was the gamble. That was the finances now in real trouble.
Yeah, they are in ruin. And again, we fall back to Bladestorm.
Not as much.
Very frequently.
Everyone kind of knows what they have to do. A lot of the time when your smoker goes down, it's just instant reaction. So it's a little bit odd.
In a 1v1 versus a frenzy. Of course, he didn't have that information.
Someone would normally come up with some set plan. Like everyone just tries to take some timings. You're kind of aim dueling a lot more.
More and more in Fnatic's favor. This is an aggressive play yet again. Cutie.
Oh,
up
this
in
is
their faces,
in.
and that is so unlucky. He had everything set up
man,
for
Boast
him,
to
but
save
the
this
reveal
round.
almost baited him in to look the wrong way. Quick kill for Brave, and he's even got some support. 2 players on shore.
My God, he's crazy. He's a crazy guy.
With their back turned.
Yeah, he just dives through.
Yeah,
Sees a
he
spot,
actually
sees a
just sent
chance,
it.
and he's going to gift the kill back. Still, Durka low on HP.
Boaster really saved this round by going through. I thought Dirk was
There's an
dead.
opportunity here. No
Still,
weapons
though,
are
really good
being
damage.
Picked up on the other side just yet. Kamek looking to try and reclaim some of that control.
This is
They're
interesting.
just
They cut
fully
sound to
stacking
try and make it look like they're
his
going
side.
back. Okay,
All
try and
in
make it look like
gamble.
they could have gone into any of
Fnatic
these
maybe
places,
expecting that there's
right?
been
Try
some
and make
sort of rotation,
them guess.
expecting that
Try
someone
and
might
get a
have
rotate
moved
to
away.
happen. As we can see,
Practice low
BBL
edge there,
not
also
believing, and
here.
this is the right call.
The patience on BBL. Once
Well,
again on display. Trades can
it's a
they
nice
come through?
stun.
That stun was perfect. Kamek can't see a thing.
Ah, we needed
The
a.
screen was shaking, but
We
somehow
needed
he
a commit
stayed
spray.
alive. Kamek now,
Oh
though,
my
meets
goodness.
And his share of
Aslan,
shots
nice
were not
eco
missing.
from them.
That's
Holy
a thrifty
hell.
round and an unexpected result for BBL. Once
Hey,
again, it
nicely
comes
done
down
from
to patient
BBL.
play.
They looked into this as
I
well.
am so
I think
thrilled to see
Fnatic
this
did a lot
as
of good things as
consistent
well,
factor
right? In
for
terms
BBL,
of
for a Turkish
just
team
cutting
as well.
sound,
Something we missed in the
trying
early
to
days
make
of
it
that
look like
scene.
they've gone back.
Just
Oh my
unbelievable.
God,
You know,
those
Winston
shots
said how
though.
you do anything is how you do everything. And I think that BBL, they might have watched some John Wick. They might
Aslan
know
is
what's going on.
insane, I swear.
They're gonna have to fit like
He's
Vlad's
had
table,
mad
just
impact,
something
doesn't
to
he?
keep it
It's
in place.
already
Mad
reinforced,
impact.
and, you know, it's taking the punishment.
Oh, over the
Oh,
top.
the old school.
Durka expects the aggression.
The
It's happened
old
so many
school,
times from
bringing
Kushin
it
taking
back.
That space that now Fnatic make that adaptive read in a round where they already had some vulnerabilities in weaponry, but they are stacked on ults.
Okay,
That is a
where are we in
huge
terms of
opener.
money?
And Durka sniffs a rifle.
You
and is
can't
gonna
buy,
retrieve
you
that for
can't
free.
buy. That's it. Fnatic have 5
A second ago, we
ults
saw Turco peek out
and
on
a good
shore
amount of money.
just after the drone. Faded
This is
away.
low, but
And
this
then
is
they
high, so it kind
immediately
of
start to back
cancels
off.
each other
Now,
out.
with all the information they had, Brave, you know, pushed all the way down C long. I would be surprised, yeah, if they decided to move
so
towards B
wary.
or C. This is a full stack up yet again, and BBL have great reads, but that's going to be the problem.
Ult comes
Yeah,
in,
the
they
only
can just
angle they
force
can
this.
really
There is
go
a sweet
from.
spot. You're going for a hero play?
It's
Alright,
gonna
let's
be
see how
the
many you can
window.
get.
What?
Sushni.
Let's see how
He's
many you
doing
can
it.
get.
He's going to try and go for a huge play. and it's only
Oh,
gonna be
honestly,
one. He delays
nearly
them
did
at
it.
least a
And I
little
think that
bit.
was the
Turco's
right
actually
play,
been
considering they
caught.
had so many
So they're
ults.
not
The
gonna be
chances
able
of
to
you
act
taking down
on
someone who
any of
has
this
an ult,
aggression.
it's
They've got themselves
I think that play that he
a
tried there
cosmic
was
divide
very
at
much
least,
worth.
something to get back in, but you look at the after-plant utility. They need to kill off one of these players in this flank.
Brave has spotted that the alarm bot's waiting for him. He tried to make it around it. Not quite so lucky this time.
Astra
Has to pop
goes
the
in.
util down. Smoke on
Killjoy's
short, making
owned
his
it,
way
right?
along, backstab
Nicely
though.
done. Dude, he's
Great play
been
by Kamek,
good in
good
these
work.
couple of rounds.
And just
Nicely handled
gorgeous
from
all around
Fnatic.
from Fnatic. Looking clean
Good news
as
for
they push up to
BBL
11.
is they used 3 ults to win this
Slowly
round,
making their
so
way out
that's
of
at
this
least
one.
3 of them done.
Again, we've
Bad
seen
news is their
blips
money
here
is
and
in the
there. We've
bin.
seen slip-ups versus the sheer individual brilliance of some of the players on BBL. The Pistols managing to take one away in the last round, but it just seems like this time, this map, Fnatic are right back on the pedal almost instantaneously. And that's the thing.
Yeah,
getting that
Kamek's been
opener
really
off the
good.
back of
Akka,
Durka,
what's up, dude? How you
having that
doing?
cosmic divide to section off some of these players. And that's the thing. They still had a Hunter's Fury.
Fru,
and
you're in the
Rollins under if they
bin.
needed to. They
Fru,
didn't.
why are you in
So
the
those are
bins?
gonna
What's
be
going
brought
on?
into the next round. And that's what makes this so troublesome now for BBL is
Teats
facing
as
off
well,
against
how you
Fnatic
doing?
is tough enough. Facing off against them with 2 high-impact ults, it almost seems impossible.
Yeah, it's
How's
definitely
the,
around,
how's the video
well, I
ideas
don't
coming
even know.
along?
You know, calling the timeout now, it's scary. They've got those ults and they've got a chance to touch in with Mini and figure out how they want to use them. So another aspect for BBL to be scared about walking on into this one. They've got to be practically flawless from this point forward. Defensive side, we said, there's going to be struggles there. But so far, they've been putting up a good fight. Only 4 between them. But I have to wonder, you know, someone like Durka, he's almost been quiet for a little bit. Feel like he's due a big round.
is, I guess, quiet maybe for Durka's stats.
Yeah.
Very-
He's not the top fragger in the server.
He hasn't got 3 or 4K in the last. He's matching frags with the stand-in. You know, that's not Durka. Durka's got 40 kills by now, you know what I mean?
He's basically got to be
All right.
breaking records, otherwise he's not up to your standards.
I haven't remembered a 3K in the last 5 rounds. You know, that's not normally. No, we're not rolling thundering from there now. Come on. He's gone back to the aftershock, thankfully. Fault line, even.
There you go. Got there in the end.
Yeah, I did.
I gave you the
Proud
time.
of myself.
I gave you the time.
Thanks, Tom.
Aslan with the Sheriff. It's been pretty good so
Damn,
far.
dude.
Waiting back.
He's still
support.
alive.
This is where these
Oh
pistols have
my
been
god, they
devastating.
traded it out. They did
And
the
again,
3-person
they
setup in
kicked
Garage.
things off with
Aslan is
so
just
many opening kills.
insane.
Braves in a bit of
They
trouble, but he
traded
waits
it
for
out.
the
Chronicle
flash. Even
4v2
still,
managed to
though,
put into
Chronicle's got
for
one
free,
back.
but there is
Rolling
2
Thunder
people
available
back
to
at site,
front,
and he is a
very
little
far
bit
behind.
isolated in terms of Boaster. This smoke gives him a
Just
bit
trying
of
to give him
space
that
if he
little
wants
bit
to
of
use it.
extra space, maybe needed to cross.
Did he take it
It's
away?
actually a fake.
We did.
He's trying to give himself the
Oh,
space.
the flash on
is good,
top
but
of it
even
as well.
still,
The idea was
Toko lands it.
incredible. I love the
Now
idea.
that flank comes through. Chronicle, Nyon surrounded, and they're looking to try and double up here. He walks into the open well. It is a ghost, but instead he's going to move forward.
Okay, they know he's going to push. What a good round from BBL. Again, Aslan just... How does he get those? And then everyone's recovery came in. BBL read this pretty well in terms of them going Garage here.
That's exactly where he's going.
I wonder if this is like a common thing that Fnatic like to do against low buys, or when they think it's... I mean, yeah, basically low buys.
Decides to make a step here. If he slips up a little bit, Chronicle
He's done really good here. He's made this doable. He has ult, he has stun, he gets over towards the site, no one's here, they're not even going to think about it, the rotate's really far away. In terms of the retake, oh, he's going to try and get a kill fast. Oh, okay. Oh, nice idea. If he gets that kill, brings it down to 1-on-2, he's basically fully in charge once he has the ult as well, so... Nice try, did well to get the plant. What a nice round from BBL though. Went for the heavy shutdown of Garage, and we saw a 4-person push into Garage with a drone.
They're just going to try and stick it to half and screw you out of the round.
That was interesting. It said because he started the defuse and then dashed off it, it still said that Kushner was defusing, but it wasn't. He was so quick. Bailing out of there. Well, 11-8, and you can
Yeah, they're
see it in
insane
Vlad's
with the
reaction
Sheriffs.
there.
You're not wrong.
Definitely happy, but not overjoyed
The
yet.
thing is-
It's still very much in the danger zone.
I'm starting to think they might have won more thrifty rounds than rounds.
BBL.
Yeah. The amount
Okay,
of
well,
times they're winning with pistols
back
or
to the
low
light
buys
armors
or
with that
so-
one,
don't
just
think
making sure they can buy next round if they do lose
very close
this.
to even. And that's almost the same.
So,
So now we
Did
get to
they
see if
Astra
can actually
suck here, or
convert
did
it
they
into
take
buy
this
round, because
away?
Every single time this has happened, Fnatic have bounced back almost
so
immediately.
they create a lot of pressure over
These
towards A,
aggressive
so
starts
instant
of rounds
question mark
are
here and here,
catching them off guard,
and then
maybe a little bit
insta
too
C
much for my
hit. As we
liking,
can
but
see, the C hold is really strong at the
response
moment.
in the buy rounds has been almost immediate every
Molly
single
goes
time.
up a little bit
Wondering if
early,
there's a
but
lot
this
more
bait
space
might
to
work.
boost
Wow.
Garage than
I mean,
I
it
guess they
definitely is
thought
going to work if they
before.
get
That
that kill,
rolling thunder
and they
might
get an
change
ult
their
on top
mind.
of this. Keep an eye on
Leaving the
Boaster. He
spike down in
might
the open
feel
as
like he has
players,
to make
though,
a play
easily
soon.
sidestepped it. Almost seems like a panic reaction out of BBL to throw that through.
Oh.
Not sure if they'll be happy with that. Aslan,
Oh.
he's used the turret timing to creep his way into Garage. Luckily caught.
Astra
Namek has just
1v1
been
on site.
stellar, but this time
Okay,
he
Boaster
falls.
might have just
Boaster
won.
able to at least grab the
The
trade,
duel.
leave
Oh my
Leo
god, he got
himself
both as
in the
well.
2 versus
Boaster.
2 with Turco falling.
In the
It's all about
2-on-4
Kushner.
brings it down to a
9
2-on-2.
HP
Nice
is
hero
behind
play.
them.
Managed to get the spike
I
back
think
as
they
well.
converted. It looks like they're expecting it. I don't know. if
Kushner
that's
9
intentional.
HP, but he
It's not
does have an
information.
op,
He's turned
so...
away. The timing becomes everything for Kushner in this
think
round,
it's-
but I think
Well, I think Leo realizes he's got a Hunter's Fury. So it's like taking that
Yeah,
fight, not
okay,
worth the
okay.
risk.
Damn,
especially
what
if
a
you know that one
what
of
a
these players is
crazy
low.
round so
You
far.
basically have an insta-kill in the afterplant.
Nah, they're going for
Even
it.
still, though,
They need like
they're going to plant
scores too low to save.
for that defender side. He
They're
could
just
potentially
waiting for
come
some
into
kind
a
of
round
push.
being incredibly late. It seems like Boaster is checking for it, but they have no idea where these remaining defenders are.
well, they are just playing blind on this one. Just guessing, gambling as they take the peaks. Recon through. They know where Sova is, but it's all about Kushner. If he can find a player that is unaware, and there it is. There was a chance.
Oh, there was the
Boaster
chance.
not gonna give
Boaster's
that
hitting
opportunity away
everything.
again. His
Ooh.
health so very low. 10
Oh,
and
the
65
HPs are low.
Suchny on his way through, and I don't think the time is there for him. He has to find both of these players.
Damn,
It just
nicely
cannot
handled.
work out.
Sick round from
12 to
Boaster.
8.
Oh my goodness.
Fnatic 1 away from pushing us to
One,
split.
one,
The
two
decider
important
in this
1v1s.
series.
I mean,
Not someone
kind
we
of
thought
3
we'd be.
really.
When we kicked off the
This,
series,
this,
we
and
thought
this.
Fnatic 2-0 seemed to be the most likely, but BBL really giving them a run for their money.
Oh, this was a huge round from Boaster. Like, just catching off Turco. It seemed like he had him dead to rights
Damn.
with a
Nice
cheeky
round.
little angle. But instead, he comes out with a triple kill that turns
Yeah,
that round on its head. And again,
That's
it's
devastating.
the
I'm
same
pretty sure
streak of
money's
back and
wrecked
forth
as
rounds.
well.
No
It's not too
conversion
bad. It's actually
available
way
for
better than I
BBL.
thought. They have one
Now they've
person
got
that
themselves a
has to
couple of
go
ults to play with,
judge.
but again, the same can be said for Fnatic.
So 4 chances for
Turco.
Fnatic. We see a stun, suck, recon.
round
So if
coming.
anyone's in, I mean, yeah, you can't
Maybe
shoot
it'll be
this
the one
recon.
that
They're basically
closes
making
it.
sure that you can't shoot this recon, so they take long for free. Drone comes in.
It's caught him.
This is a nice take.
sticking around.
Kushner's a little bit crazy.
He doesn't feel in any
Didn't
way
look too
afraid.
comfortable there.
The Rolling Thunder
Breach
baited.
short
Because
hits
they're
everyone
sticking
but the
up so
Sova.
close, you know,
Sova has to
they're
go
back in
huge.
pretty passive positions right now. Swinging out for Suchny, not ideal. Great aftershock to put him in that awkward
Ooh.
spot. But Kushner, the man who was almost caught by the Rolling Thunder just moments ago,
Oh.
could have been stuck in short and dealt with, instead delivers a deadly blow to Fnatic. The spike down on long, they have
Oh.
to fight for it.
Oh my god. what's
Kushner
going
making
on?
sure they pay a heavy price
What is
when they
going
do.
on?
Costing them so much time even on their way back through here.
Yeah, again, slowing to a halt. Getting this spike back. I think they're expecting some sort of aggressive fight coming through from the defenders. Look at the amount of time they're taking just to clear every angle ready to get this spike, and there's nobody there. They're playing outside of the site. They've got the lockdown online. So
Hello,
they don't even
Yampy.
need
What
to
are you
really
doing?
fight this right now. Not
What are you
looking
trying to
give
do,
Fnatic
Yampy?
anything back into this one. Kamek still
Keep an eye on
holding
the
to mid. He
time.
can hear
This
the
is
turret. He knows
this is.
that
I mean, the
there's
time's going to be
still
really low
players
for this
around
one.
this angle,
We
but
still
they
have the
haven't
molly that
rotated
stops both of the
all
normal
onto it,
plants.
but they have to
We
go
have the
deep.
turret, and then we have a
15 seconds on the
reaction
clock.
over towards Garage, but it's a judge, so not going to feel super confident
get
to push
moving.
middle with a judge.
They need that kill here. Up
Can
close,
they get a
Kamek.
plant down?
If the fight was to come through, there could be massive problems. Lockdown
Oh.
actually gonna
I mean, the
cause them even
lockdown
more.
means they
They've
have to
gotta
just
push
force
out
all the
of
way back
site,
into
play
bottom
left
and middle
way
or push
back,
this.
or go right into their face, and that's the choice. The choice is made, but the result isn't quite what they wanted off the rip.
How did he win?
Kamek good for one, but traded out,
It's
and it
fine.
leaves
1v2.
Boaster 50 HP. No idea where that
The
second
judge
player
late
is, and
Garage
that's
has
the
to
real
go to the
problem. It's being
pistol.
tapped, he's being baited. And a
Nicely
classic
done.
goal that is
Yeah,
needed.
good touch.
BBL by
He didn't
themselves at
turn
least
this corner
another
until they
round.
tapped
3
the
more for
spike,
an
right? That
overtime.
was really nice.
This is the prime sort of scenario for me. And again,
So,
myself
tap of
and
the
Lothar were
spike, he's
talking
obviously
about
going to
is that
swing.
This is a different looking BBL. They get themselves those openers. They start the round off good. Do they continue to fight? Do they try and hold on to the spike? No.
They at
They
least
fall back. They know they have the lockdown. They know
you
they
didn't
have
realize
that
you still had the
capability
pig
to
thing? Yeah,
retake as a
dude.
team. Do
I
they
remember
wanna
ages
overface,
ago you just
over-risk
equipped
it?
them
No,
all.
they don't.
And you
They
put
wanna
the
make
little
sure
pig
that they're
on
in a position where they can
gun.
play the numbers
Yampy.
advantages, and they force
still there
Fnatic
as
into
well.
a spot where they have to run at
The
them
spray
head
thing
first.
was funny though, I'm not
That's
going to
where
lie.
I'm going to put that Turkish aim and say they're probably going to win that fight every single time.
Yeah, of course you do. Okay,
Fnatic,
3
ultis,
chances.
big ultis as well.
Fnatic will at least be happy that they got the killjoy out of them
As the
that one.
barriers go up here, BBL early plan seems to be a default, quite passive, mid control, not going to be fought for.
Recon on the
sought
tree
for,
over
in any
towards
way
C, so
contested.
it's
This
cleared
is
here and here, and they
slow
put
and
the
steady
smoke
wins the
behind
race
it.
from this defensive side.
Boaster
And,
has
look,
called
a dangerous
everyone
game to play
close,
sometimes, especially
and they're
when
ready
you
for a
have those
push onto
ultimates.
this one.
You
They
know before
clear
they put them
everything
down,
back
they're gonna be fighting
once
for
the
map
smoke
control. They're
goes
gonna be
down.
scrapping for the positions to use them from.
The thing is, for BBL, they've
But
got to break
they
it.
cleared this question mark.
So
They
far
haven't
in this
cleared
game,
this
the
question
knockdowns
mark.
they've
So
won
it's
in a
been
row,
nice from
just 2.
BBL. Just a simple smoke
not
and a
managed to
recon
do
makes them
anything
use the
more than
drone
that.
super
They got
early.
there first, but we know again that Fnatic have been able to turn things
That's
around.
nice. Breaks the turret on the
Timmy's
default.
gonna
Dude,
go
BBL
down,
are
but
doing a lot of good stuff in this.
Again, it's just this slow default. And maybe realizing they're getting an afterplan on that B site wasn't too tough in the last round. Cosmic Divide going to go
Oh,
down.
this is going to be a hard
Straight
round to
into the
stomp.
site they go. Leo looking to try and basically catch
This is going to be
players
a hard round. This
on
ult's
that rotation.
important.
In fact,
Stop
there's
the
gonna be a
plant with it.
response as well,
Good
a
amount of
decent amount
damage.
of
They
damage
fully
done
stopped the plant as
by
well. We got any
Suchny
shocks
there.
and they're really going to
Still the
tank now
plant
because
not
of
quite
the...
going in just yet.
Oh, he's walked in unaware.
Oh, man.
Durka with a great angle, using
Yeah.
the Cosmic Divide again.
Just
so
got a
no
little
one
bit
knew he
excited
got
with all the
drafted
damage
onto
that he did
spot.
here. And I mean, rightly
And now
so,
to deal with
right?
the
Look at
post
this.
plant, Fnatic down on mid.
Boaster,
Great
hero
control,
play,
playing
10
down
HP.
in their spawn, and Leo probably has a shock dart from there. We're getting a lot of damage through. The trade's not good enough for BBL. They need to find a foothold.
Lockdown
and
on
that
attack. They have a small window. They're going to try and stick this. What's the spam like? Good distraction. Spam's really good.
And Leo destroying them.
It's done.
A
It's
quick
done.
double might just put an end to this.
Oh, they're super low.
Brave
It's
is the
not done.
last
I take it
man
all back.
standing. He needs these kills. They're both low. It's possible. More than possible, but they can fire back. They've got the utility. They've got the time.
Okay, I thought it might be. What it might be, and then that secured it for sure. Dude, nice map. This was cool from both teams. I saw a lot of nice stuff from BBL as well. Some hero plays helped both teams to make this close.
Honestly,
so yeah,
if
this
you
is cool.
came in today and told people that it would be this close already,
Yeah, Kamek's been playing
BBL
good
would
on
look that
his,
good on a map Fnatic wanted to play.
on what we've seen so far.
On Ascent, you'd have a lot of doubters out there.
Yeah, I think the scary thing for me here is
Not
that
confident
this
for
was
split?
one of
Dude, I think it
those
might be close as
games
well.
where I feel like they had the
I
upset
feel like it's going to be
They
close.
had the opportunities to basically convert this into a victory.